The truth is, Oba Femi isn't WWE's next big star. He's the biggest threat to everything WWE used to stand for. They didn't build him to fit their system. He broke their system. From a Nigerian shot putter to the face of NXT in just 2 years, Oba didn't climb the ladder, he snapped it in half. WWE wanted another athletic project. Instead, they got a powerhouse who exposed that the future of wrestling might not come from wrestling schools at all, but from raw, unstoppable, natural talent. Before we dive deeper into this story, hit subscribe to AlphaWar Room because we don't just talk wrestling, we expose what they don't want you to see. Oba Femi's rise can't be measured by mere wins. It has to be measured by the raw force with which he rewrote WWE's narrative. Born Isaac Odugbeson in Lagos, Nigeria, he came to the US not as a wrestler, but as a shot putter, powerful, disciplined, and built for brutal competition. At the University of Alabama, he became a 3-time SEC shot put champion. That's not just strength, it's dominance in a sport measured in inches and physical grind. WWE spotted that, recognized that kind of physical will, and offered him a path few thought possible, the NIL program, designed to turn accomplished collegiate athletes into professional wrestlers. Oba accepted that path, but he didn't just accept it, he transformed it. In December 2021, he signed his NIL contract. Few believed the program would produce a long-term star. Many thought it meant getting new bodies with athletic traits who might look good on TV for a while. Oba Femi, however, was never meant to be temporary. He debuted on television less than a year after signing NXT Level Up on the 18th of November 2022. That first match was not the beginning. It was a declaration. From that moment on, he carried something different. Real credentials, real power, and real intent. WWE training rooms are full of people hoping to survive. Oba never looked like he was surviving. He looked like he was coming for the throne. Just over a year later, he proved it. On the 2nd of January 2024, Oba Femi won the NXT Men's Breakout Tournament. Not just by scraping through, but by commanding every match with brutal strength, unrelenting offense, and an intensity that demanded attention. That win gave him a contract, a promise, and a spotlight. But there was no time to hype. 1 week later, he cashed in, defeating Dragon Lee for the NXT North American Championship. That moment was history in motion. Oba became the first NIL graduate to win a WWE title and the youngest NXT North American champion at just 25 years old. He didn't just win a belt, he stamped his name on the future. Holding the title for 273 days, Oba defended his belt night after night, cementing himself as more than a transitional champion. He became a force. He wasn't just defending a mid-card gold. He was proving that raw athletic dominance can translate to in-ring credibility. Every challenger made his name stronger. Every title defense added legitimacy. He didn't just hold the belt, he owned its narrative. But Oba Femi didn't stop there. He already had the momentum, the strength, the support, so he went for the top. At NXT Deadline in late 2024, he competed in the Iron Survivor Challenge. Brutal and grueling, a test designed for grit, not flash. Oba passed it. He won. That victory wasn't just a trophy. It earned him the shot for the NXT Championship. On the 7th of January 2025, at NXT New Year's Evil, he did what few expected. In a brutal triple threat, Oba Femi defeated Trick Williams and a third contender to claim the NXT Championship. 2 titles, 2 years, from debut to ruler. That kind of speed, power, and dominance? Unprecedented. WWE built this system around stories of gradual growth, from indie runs to TV appearances to main event pushes. Oba did none of that. He shattered that blueprint. He didn't climb, he burst through. His ascent exposed a reality WWE needed to hide. Their gradual path could be bypassed. Oba's rise proved that elite real athletes could skip years of developmental hype and arrive already worthy. That realization threatens the very foundation of WWE's old system, where only scripted stars emerge through years of grind. Oba Femi rewrote the rules. That dominance isn't just physical, it's psychological. Every time Oba walks to the ring, he carries not just a championship, but an inevitability. From Nigeria to Alabama to NXT's top spot, his story says this: strength isn't something you build slowly, sometimes it's something you discover and wield fast. And WWE's recruiting model? It looks fragile when someone like Oba shows up and rises faster than the system can script. His story also represents hope and opportunity. For every athlete who thought their sport was the end of their dreams, Oba shows it can be the beginning. For every college star watching NXT, he's living proof that dominance, pedigree, and mindset can outpace years of on-air exposure. But beyond inspiration, Oba's rise sends a warning to WWE's hierarchy. History favors those who evolve. You can't ignore strength, urgency, and real athletic presence in the ring anymore. Because while fans cheered his victories, someone in WWE backstage paid attention. Oba's dominance wasn't embraced as a novelty. To many, it's a threat. The old guard, who rose through scripted paths, now have to compete with someone who built his own path. That shift changes ideology from "we build stars slowly" to "we must stop someone powerful from arriving too fast." Oba's reign is reshaping how talent is perceived. It demands that WWE adjust, adapt, and accept that new trajectories are possible. Not just for him, but for countless athletes who can cross over from pure sport to wrestling. Oba Femi isn't just NXT champion. He is a symptom of WWE's transformation. He is proof that collegiate recruitment is not experimental, it can be explosive. He proved a Nigerian shot putter can become a dominant figure in professional wrestling faster than anyone expected. And more than that, he proved WWE's old storytelling model is shaky. Because when the future arrives at speed, dominance isn't built, it's seized. This isn't just a victory lap, it's a warning. Oba Femi's ascent defines a new era, a new standard. And what WWE needed as a pipeline of talent, Oba turned into a reckoning. He didn't just win titles, he changed expectations. For fans, for athletes, for WWE itself, Oba Femi's story might be the most significant rise in wrestling, not because of championships alone, but because he exposed the limits of tradition. He's not just a star in the making, he's the future forging itself, right through the system that never saw him coming.